I am Diana Cherry, and I am presenting a lesson on multiplication. It is for third grade, and I call it the airplane multiplication activity. The objective is to use tiles or drawings to and use different multiplication strategies to draw seats on an airplane or make it a blueprint of an airplane and how seats would be organized. They would need to use rows and columns to design their own airplane. However, they will be able to use different multiplication strategies such as skip counting, counting on, repeated addition, multiplication expressions and equations, and also groups. These are all things that they would be familiar with at this point. It is for early on in the school year of third grade, shortly after or kind of in towards the tail end of building arrays and groups and even simple equations and expressions. And just want to quickly go over what I've already went over with the students, and that is I have modeled how to build the airplane and the seats. We've discussed different strategies, such as the ones I mentioned previously. We've talked about, I showed different strategies as well as building the arrays, labeling different parts of the airplane. Prior to this, I would have showed them a video of what an airplane looks like on the inside and how the seats are arranged, and talked about and discussed noticing patterns of how the seats are built into the airplane, and things like that for students who've never been on an airplane. I've also showed pictures and asked what they've noticed, what they wonder, cleared up any misconceptions prior to them starting the activity. So yeah. So now I'll go ahead and show you. These are my daughters, Harmony and Desaya, and they've already kind of started coordinating on how to build the airplane. And so you'll see them discussing and talking about how they should arrange the seats.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and so, nope, pay attention. So you guys should both have markers because everyone should be building the seats. I did want to also mention that there is a goal. This goal, the number of seats that are supposed to be on the airplane, it can change per group. You can select which groups have higher numbers and which groups have lower numbers. That is something that you can decide as an educator according to the seats. And this is a guided practice activity that they would do after you model it during instruction. And so remember, you guys need to group them so that it's easier. This would be one of my higher groups because they're in 4th and 5th grade. And so I would probably guide them and tell them to use a more abstract strategy, such as, remember when we were building arrays and we were doing rows and columns or groups, and that would probably help the activity go a little faster. This is an activity that takes quite a bit of time, so this is a 50 to 60 minute lesson, but it is really engaging for the students. It requires a lot of problem solving and collaboration. And so you'll notice that they're also looking or referencing the model that we made and discussed earlier. And so remember, you guys have to stop every once in a while, not to count them one by one, right? Because you guys are in 4th and 5th grade, but to make groups and draw multiply the arrays. So
it's too close.
You can also divide it. You can draw a line to divide your groups. You can circle them. Remember, I made groups up here. So you can also group them. Okay, so we don't want to count one by one. Okay, what do we notice that I did here? Right here. There's a big group. What did I do there? What did I do, Harmony?
Count them by one.
I didn't count them by ones, but what did I do to kind of group them? Oops, you guys can stay there. What did I do right here where I kind of grouped them?
Put a
But how many do I have in those 3 columns? How many columns do I have?
3.
3 columns, so I put a 3 up here. And then how many rows do I have?
4.
4. So what is that? What do I do with those 2?
Multiply it.
Multiply them. Do you see? You can also do repeated addition. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, so she did this one already, 3 times 3, because she had 3 and then 3 going down in that row. And so she did 3 times 3 equals 9. So in the event that you have students that are kind of struggling, you can also lower the number or lower the goal. So for them, the goal was 98 seats, and I put it that way because they are older in higher grades than 3rd grade, but this is, like I said, a 3rd grade activity. But I think 50 is a good number for this. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will also submit a picture of the finished product of what they did because we don't, just for time's sake, I don't have time to let them complete this on camera, but I will send a picture or submit a picture with the presentation to kind of show what the end result was of their own thinking. Thank you.